Right, this is my evaluation podcast. Obviously, this is for my FMP, everything I did, going over it, blah, 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 blah. I've got Joseph here, one of my mates who helped me with the filming.
L.
He's basically going to be directing the podcast, so like asking me the questions.
Yep.
Unlike normally it's me asking others.
For once.
Okay. I'm going to be eating at the same time because I'm a fat shit.
Yeah, not gonna lie. Wait, give me a second. Sorry, I'll go get my Pepsi Cherry Max.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be thirsty throughout the entire. Completely forgot I had a Pepsi Cherry Max then.
Yeah, so,
That's smooth. That was very smooth.
do you want to start this off?
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
obviously got the list, but we're not going to follow the list fully because it's all complex crap I don't understand.
Yeah, as long as we use the primary resources
Mate.
of the questions, yeah.
Well, let's go for it.
So, so what was the intentional research for your project? Like, what was the impact and like the beyond and behind the scenes thinking of this? So, what was that?
So, start off, I've enjoyed making music videos before in the past.
Yeah,
So that got me thinking, let's do something a bit more complex, bigger. And obviously, I've never used a green screen room before, but I know that other music videos have.
yeah,
So that's where the green screen music video came in. So I started doing research into different music videos, what they do, what are their cameras like, what's the lighting, the angles, the people, the equipment,
yeah.
all of that. Started looking into that.
And then just familiarising yourself with the equipment to
Yeah.
then get a better outcome.
To then create this video,
Yeah,
which didn't go to plan, but it's still great.
yeah,
I still do like it. But I feel like that's normal with media, is unless I'm just an idiot and I just go off.
No, I understand that completely because even in films and movies, like what is it? I'm trying to think of one because there is a movie out there that I know that wasn't planned, and oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so you know in Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire. So you know that scene where he's just walking down the street and towards the end of the scene, or change of focus. He then says he gets the camera's right up to his face and he says, "I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye," and that made the film because that showed the whole of the audience that like this was a whole different person, like this was a whole different character in a way, but that wasn't even scripted. He just basically threatened one of the camera crew and just walked away. He wasn't meaning to say that on camera, but it just got caught in the final shot. And that made him film, and it made so much sense for the character and the character development. And I think that would be the same thing for you. Like
I don't know what film it's from, but there's another iconic one that wasn't scripted. And it's the guys walking across the road. I'm walking here.
yeah,
That was something that wasn't scripted. That was just him off the top of his head while they were filming. When, you know what, I'll walk in front of a car. Why not?
yeah, and now it's the most iconic thing you do in
Yeah.
New York. I'm walking here, like you just do it every time you cross the streets, and every time you have like a taxi driver trying to get head first, you're just like, I'm walking here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Obviously, we would go, what the fuck, but they would just go, douchebag. Because, Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you think the influence was from your research to the final work? Like, so anything, like, what do you think for the research that you originally planned to then influence the work? What do you think, like, what kind of, like, outcome do you think that you've achieved here, other than the fact that you think it was, you know, just a little bit off the topic, but a little bit like scripted, but even better. But I think for what I've seen from the actual video, it is an actual working matter because it does make sense. The worst part of it would be if it didn't make sense at all, like say mental health.
Yeah, so obviously, I'll explain that a bit. So the music video, the highlight was meant to be mental health because last year my music video was alcohol awareness.
Yeah.
So this year I went with mental health because it's a bit big. We've all got our own problems. I know it affects different people in the group.
Yeah.
Myself, others. But yeah, I wanted to highlight mental health because of the title of the song and the theme of the song.
Yeah.
Voices in my head is one thing. I don't know anybody personally that has that, but I know it is a thing. So I wanted to proper take the title, the name, make it into a music video with voices in your head.
Yeah, because would you say that your music, the fact that you did this music video was to gain the audience influence? So like, because with music videos these days, it's always seen by either young adults or even like coming generations for now. They're always interested in that kind of stuff. So do you think that's what, like that was main reason why you wanted to do a music video?
It would be nice if my videos did get a lot more views and it did put the word out there.
Yeah.
Because I looked earlier on today at the video and it's got over 150 views. Some people that may not sound big. To me, that is quite an achievement.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at the analysis and 4,200 people have seen the thumbnail of the video. So it's showing that it is there, but they're not coming in. I want to spread the word about different things because it's all you can do, really.
So would you say they're more interested in the actual music video itself than the the implicit meaning within the actual video itself?
I feel like it's more the song. So looking at the analysis, 80% of the people who came in were because of searches for Falling in Reverse or Voices in My Head.
Yeah.
So it wasn't because
it was just the fact it was a good song.
It was just the fact that it's come up. Thank God I've labelled it all right, so it has popped up when people ask for that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what, I got a comment yesterday on it.
Oh yeah.
And all it was beans. That's all I got, just beans. And I don't know if you know what that means.
Oh god. I don't fully know, but I think I have some kind of idea what that means, but I think just having to attract that kind of randomness is quite funny at the same time.
Yeah,
because it's towards the end of the day, it's not really, it's not a professional opinion, but it's just an opinion towards the end of it. And any opinion would be great, but beans, I think that really does give some enthusiasm. Going like, okay, yeah, beans, yeah, I could probably make a video.
It's not the weirdest comment I've got before.
Oh god, what's it?
So last year's one, the alcohol awareness one.
Oh yeah.
I got somebody go, oh, is that real alcohol? Blah, blah, blah. And then when the Bible says, and literally quoted a section of the Bible. So I just went back, no, it's not. Why waste your time quoting a Bible on a college student's video for his coursework?
See, if that was me, I would say under the lines of, this even if it was real alcohol, you do know that the person that you worship turns water into wine, right? So you're basically criticizing over us, even though that your person basically can turn the entire ocean, like the massive amounts of the earth, into what is an alcoholic drink. Yeah. So next time you criticize about something like that, maybe you want to look back on your own research just to see if you've got something a bit out of line there. So fucking hell. Yeah. Oh god. Oh yeah. We've had this, haven't we? Yeah. So what photographers, artists / stylists, genius, like cultures, directors, filmmakers, inspired the work? Like anything of this, like any people, anything like famous or
obviously
YouTubers?
Didn't really do any photography because it's a music video.
Yeah.
I know some do. You get photos and it just slowly frames over, but that was not my video.
No.
Artists. Are we talking about music artists or
I think
artists?
I think it's whatever you think it is, because artists come down on a lot of categories, such as...
I'll go with music artists.
Yeah.
Because obviously I love Fall in Reverse. His songs, I quite like them a lot. Yeah. And so obviously that's a reason why I chose his song. Obviously I did a podcast speaking about 3 different songs, and obviously the one I chose was one of them.
Yeah.
The other 2 were good. I liked them, but they weren't this extra connection buzz. So that's why when looking at his video, because his video's quite confusing as well. It's like him killing himself over and over again with different versions of himself. It's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
But I feel like it lost the highlight of voices in my head. It was more, I kill myself.
Yeah, because coming from me, from a young person who was, born in 2002.
Same.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, and I'd think of that as like a beat, like a beat taken from your failures in life. So it would be still yourself beating yourself up, but it would be the most disappointing parts of you trying to say to you, "Oh, you failed. You made me, and I'm going to beat you up for it because of you, I am now this. I am now a living being, and I am getting punished because of you, and you should be punished because of that." So that's just from my young generation, anyways. Whereas I think with any kind of like person from the 90s or something like that, we just go, "Why are there two of them? There should be only one of them, isn't there? Yeah. Unless they're Siamese twins. I mean, like, what the hell?" Obviously, I don't say that to. I don't mean that to all of them. Obviously, everyone's different. I'm just.
Right, I'd love like somebody born in the 90s or something to just go, "What the hell? Why are they two of them?"
They go, "Back in my day, we didn't have all this crap. We just went down to the pub and we just had some person like banging the drums and non fucking DJ." Yeah. I think after them, which is killing us by now.
So I'm gonna move on. Well, continue with this question is what I mean.
Yes.
So other people that inspired me. Obviously, you got different YouTubers. You see that their effects and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't just watch a YouTube video now because I like the YouTuber. I watch them for
the research and as well as their
not just that. Just I look at their camera angles. I look at their effects, their editing, their clipping. This like all this different editing stuff that when you're a kid you don't think about. It's just a video.
Their signature move. Their signature.
Yeah, different things that they do because different YouTubers do different things, which I think can make a YouTuber and not make a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like these little quirky things. If you try copying somebody exactly, and it doesn't feel comfortable to you, but you think, "Oh, they get all these views."
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get all those views for it.
No, you're not.
No one wants to watch a copycat.
Oh, but there's some people out there. Some people out there, I think they just don't know what they're doing half the time, but then it actually works for them. So like, there's this YouTuber called Pay Wubby Wubby, and he does like massive amounts, like 5 hour to 20-hour streams on YouTube, but he has his editors cut it out into like 15 minutes. And he's the most autistic but most funniest person ever. Obviously, he does get a bit off track half the time, but he just makes it work for himself. He just does everything. Like he makes reviews, he makes gaming streams, everything like that, and even like competition streams and gaming shows. He does gaming shows, and he's like doing this with all his mates and all that. And it's one of those iconic moments where you go, "Oh, we've actually like." Trying to get a job and trying to get money these days is a lot easier than it was back then, because back then you needed a diploma for near enough everything, or GCSE for everything. But yeah, but I would say that YouTubers and all these kind of different people who do their different stuff with their different camera angles, I would agree with you, saying with their signature stuff and what they do are so unique that even if someone does copycat them, it's not going to be the same way as what they've portrayed and what they've created with it. So I understand that completely. So is that what you admire about the YouTuber, about their camera angles and their styles and their sets and the equipment they use as well?
Yeah. So all that different stuff, but then I also like to look at the personality.
Yeah.
Because
you get like
I don't like people like no offense to them.
No.
Maybe they are good people, maybe they're not.
No.
But people like Jacksepticeye, Logan Paul, I just can't stand watching them. It's like they're trying to be autistic.
Yeah.
Where I'd rather hang out with my good old autistic friend in front of me, because it's just natural.
Yeah.
Theirs is forced.
Yeah. Because with us, it's just natural life of just saying what the fuck you want and
it's
just thinking of without any consequences.
You think about something, you say it out loud, and you just get all the others just look at you like,
yeah.
Huh?
I think like Paul Logan and Jacksepticeye, they have more of it's I wouldn't say attention seeking because they do what they do. They just do it better when it's their original stuff. But if they try anything different, like about their personalities or some sort of change, it does impact on other people thinking, this is not what I watched previously. This is perfect. Didn't have to change.
I'll admit that recently, they've grown up, both of them, Jack and Septiceye.
Oh yeah.
When I haven't watched their videos, but I've seen the thumbnails and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's a bit more grown up. That is. That's not so childish anymore. Yeah. Wow. And I hope they do stay like that, and they don't decide, oh, I'm losing followers or views now. I need to go back to my old ways. Yeah. Because I don't think Logan Paul wants to pay out loads of money again for a video.
No. But if you
we won't mention that.
Yeah, but I'd rather be Jacksepticeye and Markiplier as well as what's the one?
I like Markiplier.
PewDiePie, and Markiplier's good.
Yeah, I like Mark. Out of all those you named, Markiplier I like.
Oh, he's great. He's just the right amount of. He's autistic. I know he has some.
But it's not forced.
It's not.
I can tell it's genuinely him. He's that funny guy who just doesn't care, and he wants to.
He makes no effort.
He makes no effort and makes loads of money.
Exactly.
It's a natural YouTuber, that is.
Yeah, because he does different like shit every day. Like he did like a crime scene one, like a dark side of him one. There was even this recent one during lockdown I saw with my brother. And it was so iconic. I'd never seen a YouTuber done this before. But it was when
you picked the two videos.
Yeah, you picked.
Yeah. He's made a couple different seasons now.
Yes, he has. Because it's where he's just gone from. He bases it off just from the starting point of where he's going to steal something from a building. But then
has to get away.
He makes a whole universe, like a whole universe of choices, and then you have every ending outcome of near enough being rich, being dead, being a pirate.
I died to zombies first time I tried.
I ended up being a millionaire for finding out the cure. That was the sandwich for the zombies, and I ended up being a millionaire. So I did good on my first try.
Well done. Well, you survived. I died. then the next one was
you
space.
Survived. You died. I survived with both millions and millions of pounds of richness and money. So while you're 10 feet under, I'm 10 feet up in the air with just.
Actually, I'm still above the. I'm just dead, but I'm a zombie. So.
Right, fair.
You know, I joined their cult. I walked off with them. Said goodbye to my friend, the cameraman. He walked off as I was a zombie, all nice, and wandered off with the cult in the sunset. It was
Can you imagine Walking Dead culture?
But the next one was space, wasn't it?
Yeah. I know that one.
That one was good, but I just didn't do it as much because I thought that took me a long time to get to that ending. I don't want to sit here for another 2 hours. Yeah. Like, it was big.
Yeah, and you know what the main thing I loved about that kind of camera angle and the kind of showmanship they showed was the fact that every time they were talking directly to the audience, so like to the camera, it wouldn't be a woman, it wouldn't be a man, it wouldn't be white, it wouldn't be black, it would just be a person. And you could even see in some angles when, you know, you get handed stuff, you get all that, there's always going to be, there was one time where I saw it and it was like a woman's hand or a black man's hand or anything. It just related to so many people that that's just his audience, like people. He doesn't have a specific one. He just talks to everyone, whether they be old, young, new, old, like previous. He's just out there just talking to people, whereas other people like YouTubers and all that just base themselves off of men, women, yes, sex, oh yes, gaming, oh nerds, love them, you know, just chill, man, just chill. You get the audience that you get. I mean, they're not all to your standards.
I'm gonna have to push the button of get back on topic.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna have to push that button because we're 20 minutes in and we're down to the second section out of how many is there? Like 8. So we've still got 6 more to go.
sound. Yeah.
So let's go.
Right. So what were the connections of your work and your critical studio choices? Like, what did you connect off your research?
Well,
So what do you
obviously not going into any detail at all, but obviously around the time of planning, I had shit happen to me in personal life that affected my mental health.
Right.
So with that, I could proper show myself as what I see here in a way with my work. So it wasn't just acting. Some of the, I don't know, screaming on camera, even though you can't hear me scream.
No.
That was not just acting. That was literally me just letting it out.
Yeah. So that was like the really like.
That's what connected it to me in the work.
Yeah. So like the inner suffering that you portrayed in this video, like the suffering of the character, and like what has been going on in their life was complete mystery, but you knew it was terrible. The fact that you had to scream and shout and just portray yourself as this character of loneliness and despair and depression and loneliness, just having to have that effect on people to really capture that audience of like, you know, people who are suffering inside but don't have the chance to seek therapy or talk to anyone or even have friends to even talk to, really. So yeah, I understand that. But yeah, and would you say
We're on the next section.
because yeah, so about detail about your final piece.
Yeah.
Your creative final piece. So what kind of software and equipment and kind of techniques have you used to create this passion?
Have I used? Well, the big one would obviously be the green screen room at the college itself.
Yeah.
Personally, when I looked at it, I was a little bit disappointed in the green screen room because there's no green ceiling, no green floor, so it has to be like body shot.
Yeah.
Can't be like a down low or an up high shot because then you can't get the floor done.
So would you say that maybe if given more time and more effort of this project, would you say that maybe if you would have had more of that time, that you would have gotten a green screen yourself to get a better outcome of this suitable outcome of this video?
Possibly, because I was thinking if I had more money, I'd just buy a green sheet.
Yeah.
Because then I can put that on the floor. Because I didn't really want down low shots, like the camera's down low looking up at me.
Yeah, you just.
But I did want some scenes where it was like my feet with shoes on, walking along like the edge of a building, sort of to add that more
suicidal depression.
Yeah, where I had to stick it in a single room that doesn't even look I'm meant to be there. But he's good, but it doesn't look like how I wanted it to with that.
No.
But having said that, obviously I got it done as much as I could in the green screen room, and we'll move on to another one because I got to name a few.
Yeah.
Obviously I used Premiere Pro to edit this because it's the one the college teaches us to. All that. It is, once you get your head around it, pretty simple.
Yeah, with the music and the focus shift and everything.
Yeah, I think it's called. Oh God, is it Magic Key? Might be called Magic Key. One of the video effects that you need to put on with the green screen to get rid of it. Because then after that you got to fiddle with brightness, shadows, blah 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 till it's perfect. And then obviously you need your transitions, your audio, obviously the video size, speed, all of this different stuff. But once you have edited a few videos, you'll start to pick up on what you need to do before looking at videos online to how to do it.
So once you've done it once, you know how to not screw it up again.
I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say that?
No.
No.
I still screw up sometimes. But what I'm saying is it's a lot easier and there's a lot less tutorials you got to watch.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do something and I'll look at it, I'll be like, there's one thing missing. Now I have to watch the whole entire tutorial to find which step I just missed.
You have to backtrack yourself.
Yeah.
You just have to make sure there's no missing pieces.
So obviously I use another thing online called Canva.
Oh,
It's
right.
great for thumbnails and stuff for YouTube because it's very simple to just shove photo there. Here's the text, blah 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 blah. Looks pretty good, simple, quick, 5 minute job.
Yeah. And would you say it's a good way to reference some of your work towards your researched either artists or filmmakers?
Yeah, well, because obviously you got to edit on something.
Oh yeah.
You got to film with something. You got to film somewhere,
Yeah.
and you got to have a thumbnail.
Yeah, because some people even like base their movies and filming off of like books such as Hobbits, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, all that kind of stuff. They always base that kind of stuff with that kind of thumbnails. So for the formats, so what was your for the formats, what was your final selection for the formats and why?
Formats.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to pretend I know what that means. First of all, formats. I was thinking like, what format was the filming in?
Yeah.
I don't know. JPEG. That's camera. That's pictures. Never mind.
I think yeah.
MP4.
Okay, you don't have to answer that. Don't worry. Yeah. What kind of technical difficulties did you have to go through during this produce?
How long you got?
Well,
we got about 15 minutes.
well,
But
there you go.
simply,
So it's main primary
yeah,
ones.
the lighting,
Yeah,
the lights down there. There are lights down there.
yeah,
They are pretty bright, but because of the green, it causes shadows to show a bit more. So it was quite difficult to get rid of the shadowing in Premiere Pro. Spent a whole day filming in there.
yeah.
Got to the end of the day, and obviously Jake went to me, and he went, "You know what? It looks a little bit blurry." And I went, "You've waited till the end of the day to look at it and tell me it's blurry."
Oh god.
Luckily,
So the entire day when you've been filming, it had been so shit quality that you've had to.
that's the quality on there.
That's
I didn't really, I wasn't spending a whole day to film. So I came up with the perfect idea.
Alright.
Well, secret's out now, but
yeah.
I went up with the idea saying, "Oh, if anybody asks why is it so blurry, I'll say, oh, it's to show the fuzziness of mental health, that it's a blur. It's not something you can control. It's just this blur that's just there."
Yeah.
So that was the reason.
You know what? I'd probably call that a. Oh, I've broken this.
No, it should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah. Okay. No one. Yeah. So would you say that was a quality that wasn't planned, but it still kind of.
I would say it adds character.
Yeah. So that was kind of your Tobey Maguire dirt in the eye moment. That was.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of. So, because even if it wasn't planned, it did get you like 10.
It did suit. Yeah.
Yeah, it get you some lights and all that, and especially.
I'm just not getting him to film again. No. He's all right on a phone, but he obviously doesn't know how to use a proper camera, which is fair enough.
Yeah. By the way, just so you know, guys, I am a photographer, and I'm one of his closest friends, so he could have asked me, but never mind.
Well, someone carried on telling me they're busy. Which you were at the time.
We're moving on from this question. So yeah, we've already talked about how you aimed this to be seen by like people who have gone through trauma as well as loneliness and depression,
Or even the mates of these people, because if your mate sees it, they're like, "Oh shit, that's how you feel. All right, now I know a bit more. I'll support my mate a bit more."
Yeah. So why do you think that? So during all the production and all this filming and the editing and everything else, why do you think you've reached the aim of this? Why do you think you've actually standard this out towards your final piece to the targeted audience of this? So like, what were the features that made you think, that's definitely get their eye on it? That's definitely gonna be an eye-catching moment for them.
don't really know. Most of my stuff's just YOLO'd in life. I don't like to plan too much. Like, I'll get a plan done.
Yeah.
But will I follow it? No, mate. It just comes to me. Stuff just comes to me most of the time. Like, I'll be sitting there in bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, not being able to sleep.
Just a clicky thing.
And it would just be like, oh, yo, that'd be a great idea for a music video. Or like, oh, you know what? I might Photoshop that because I'm bored. Oh, wait, I don't have a computer to Photoshop. I'll Photoshop it at college the next day. It's just random stuff that comes to me. I feel like it's the best.
Yeah.
So many people around me just go, what? What were you talking about? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I was here. Okay.
Well, I think it still works no matter what, because if you think, because as you said before, like you know, screaming and shouting and all that, I think that was a key feature. That was a main key feature to the actual format of the film, or the video, because that kind of insinuated the like how people in right now and seeing this, I'm thinking, yeah, he's a troubled kid. He's a proper troubled kid because he knows how it feels. He knows that shouting as loud as you can, but you can't at the same time, is one of those most heartfelt moments in life.
Yeah.
Especially if you live like
wanting to be able to yell but not be able to yell is one of the most frustrating feelings you can have.
Yeah, not having the freedom.
It's like, obviously, if I'm really pissed off, I tend to just go, and just smile, because it's either I smile or my fist is coming at you. Yeah. One of the two.
Go for the less likely one to put you into prison.
Yeah, that's why I laugh, because I'm just like, ha ha ha, we're funny. Fuck off. Let's move on to the next bit.
Yeah. So, would you say that your targeted audience was successful in this format? So, like, do you think you've captured the audience?
I hope so.
Other than the
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
But I do generally mostly hope so. It's a bit hard to tell with YouTube who your target audience is at this stage of, like, because obviously I don't make any money. I've only got 18 subscribers. Gained 5 from this video as well. 5 people subscribed to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to tell. But I would say personally from myself, showing you guys my mates are roughly my age and stuff who go through stuff like this, and then you guys are like, oh yeah, no, this is pretty catchy. Oh, this bit's good. This is there. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That makes me feel like more that if people my age have watched it with problems or without, that they have had something stick in their head from it.
Yeah. So they have, because I think having to have a crew or having like some sort of help that are like similar age and like similar backgrounds is always helpful, because they can always help you understand that shit does happen.
100%.
But you can always just get a bottle of vodka to help you. Especially when you do it.
No comment. Next question.
So yeah, we've already talked about the problems that you've had with the green screen, as well as the blurry filming. But you have said that this was a solution easily solved. So you always came up with a solution saying that this basically just presented your character as just like a kid that was just phased from all the depression. Like he felt like he was.
Yeah, like, the whole situation's a blur.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that was
probably the most. I think that was the most lucky.
Easiest problem to solve.
Yeah, because it was just so. It just made it. It just made sense.
Because there has been times before where either I've missed something in a shot, or missed a scene, or the filming never actually happened, that I've had to go back the next day and re-film it all again.
Yeah. And
it is the most frustrating thing, because your enthusiasm's not there in the filming anymore. If you have to go back, redo it.
Yeah.
When you do it the first time, you got this little glow. It's not visible glow, but it is visible.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? It's this glow, it's this buzz, it's that, let's do this filming, let's go.
Yeah, go.
Got to redo it. It's sort of like, fuck's sake, I did this yesterday. It's like, it doesn't show if you have to refilm it that it's a joy.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any other problems that turned up that time.
I don't think there's been a problem, but I think there has been a better outcome. Cause so you know during the filming, right, and you know that bit where you got the geezer coming down and he slaps it.
I
down.
wanted to talk to you about this.
Yes.
A little bit later on.
Yeah.
But we'll do it now.
Okay.
Hands down, probably my favourite scene in it.
Yeah.
Because when I asked you to do this filming with me, I was like, just tap it downwards gently and I'll make it look more dramatic. So I was waiting to just let go of it and then be like, "Ooh!"
Yeah.
And you just come past and I just feel this wind swoop past me and this book go flying.
Yeah.
It's your work. Is that like your coursework in there?
It's
Because I was a bit concerned about your work.
no, it's actually my English.
Oh, it's your English? Yeah, sure. Oh, that's understandable. That's understandable. There's so much violence behind the hit.
So I was literally thinking how much suffering this bastard of a course has been giving me, and I had a chance to then quickly go, fuck you, you've basically just ruined my whole life by just making me doing you again. So
Yeah.
that's what was in the moment for me, because you wanted aggressive, you wanted an
I wanted something that's going to that makes it look like
drama,
which then causes people to overthink, which then causes people to be depressed, and depression causes mental health, and then mental health causes other things, and it all spirals round by this one guy slapping this book aggressively out your hand.
Yes.
But it was funny. We didn't film for long, but it was funny.
We had to take a few takes though, because the cam
not of that. It was the first scene of us walking, and then you barging me. That scene, that was first time shot.
Yeah,
no practice, nothing.
Yeah.
Smack. Knockout.
And there was another one where
K.O.
Book Neil Lee one. But there was also the moment where you wanted to get a shot of me walking out through the doors as you're just sitting down in the press of the slap book down. And I think from there you realised there could be some sort of modification that then led up to me slapping the book in a right aggressive way, which made the cut of the film. Well, the video.
It is like I can picture stuff.
Yeah.
But the next day I'll have different pictures in my head.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I YOLO a lot of stuff, because I want to get done the filming that I picture that day.
Yeah. Because I would probably say that the original will always be, how do you say, unsuccessful. Because from the original planning of anything, there can always be a modification to make it better. Especially because, do you remember Sonic? Right, the Sonic the Hedgehog, first film, the first ever like real life version. And they came up with a design of him, and it was terrifying. It was such a shit version of Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. That the directors completely thought, you know what? I think that we might have to change this because this is pissing off a lot of people. And I want to make some money. So they just quickly did a quick sketch of him, make him a bit furry, make sure his eyes, are just slightly together, not too together, obviously. Yeah. And just make it
just right.
Just right, exactly. So even because you can even relate to that some situations can be modified to make the perfect cut. Yeah. So yeah, that was good. Would you say that this what is successful about this project? Do you think? Like, what do you think? Like, what do you think was successful? What do you think was not successful about this?
Obviously getting it done successful. If anyone gets their project done,
yeah,
it doesn't matter how great or how bad. If it's done, it's successful.
Yeah,
but it can be better. There's always something you can do better. Doesn't matter how perfect. There's always something better.
Yeah,
like with. Pardon me. Yeah, see, that could be a better burp.
Yeah.
Nah. So. Oh God. So
I didn't want you to suffer alone.
So obviously I'm a Pokemon judge. Right, I use that as an example.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what day it is, how long I've been doing it for.
Yeah.
because come October I've been qualified for a year,
Yes.
but it doesn't matter how long you've been doing it for. There's always something you don't know,
Yeah.
so there's always something you can improve on. Like pre-releases are like the best for more knowledge because it's cards no one's seen yet.
Yeah.
No judge, no person, nothing.
But it's the realization that you can do better. It's that kind of key factor that in filming can make any film the most
Yes,
greatest
it's the
film
same
ever,
with
masterpiece.
filming. It's like, oh, if I got one more second of this, or oh, if I got that a little bit closer, a little bit further away. These little tweaks that people do
Can make the characters and the film.
See, obviously with myself, I only had a week to edit it. I was only in for 2 days of that week.
Yeah.
So it was quite stressful to get it done. So it wasn't to the standard I wanted. Like I wanted a couple more clean transitions.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just had to be a because I didn't have the time to adjust it all.
No. So you kind of, so within the dotted lines, you kind of just scrubbed in the main binary colours for it. So like just making sure like that was green, that was red, that was blue, and that's all done. But as it was a faded black, red, and blue, it wasn't completely perfect. It didn't have any of the the shading in or anything like that. But it still made the cut of people seeing it as what it is.
Yeah.
So that was always that I probably would think that was successful. But would you out of the whole? Is there any scene or any like editing or anything produced that you think could have gone better? That really wasn't really successful and really could have done with adjusting.
I feel like I wanted some more memory scenes because the scene of me picking up the rubbish, personally, I feel like it loses itself in the video. It's sort of like, oh, why is that there?
Yeah.
Because it was meant to symbolise that I live in a shithole, that having all of this rubbish that my anxiety can't stand there is causing obviously more mental health.
Yeah.
But I feel like I lost it in the filming because I just didn't have long. We were there for a minute. That was it. Got the filming done, left.
Yeah.
So if I had obviously more time, I would plan some better memory scenes, add some more people in there.
Yeah.
Like something like a breakup scene because I feel like that would be something that can cause proper bad mental health state. The ending, when I punched the wall and turned around, I was originally meant to have one of my female friends, Abby or Ruby, like yell my name out.
Yeah.
And that's when I was meant to stop from punching the wall, turn around. Then the scene was meant to be one of them handing me like a mental health awareness form, something like that. Just showing that you've got that friendship support at the end, but because they weren't in or I wasn't in, didn't have time, couldn't get that done.
Yeah, because I think that'd be good because especially if it's symbolising like support of other people that you trust more in the world, that can always help. That gives us a bit of solution towards the kids and the audience that there is a way out of this. But I think there might be, because I don't know if you know him. Do you know Little Dicky?
Little Dicky?
Little Dicky. He's a rapper.
No.
No, okay. So Little Dicky is a really good Jewish rapper, and he does like comedy rapping and like animated rapping, and he does it with big names like Snoop Dogg, Keanu Reeves, Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj. He does it all with the greats. And there was this one video he did which was called The Earth.
Yeah.
The Earth, and he was explaining, and there was this one scene towards the starting of it. He was just walking along the street, and a couple of kids were just basically throwing rubbish everywhere, and you know, tipping over a rubbish can, and all that kind of stuff. And then he was just saying to him like, "Why would you do that? Like, it's not necessary." Like, and obviously they do a whole little scene with the comedy. But I think somewhat of that kind of filming would be good for research towards like anything that you think would be best to show off human, what's it called? Human disrespect, human emotions that cause the earth to then say, "Oh, I'm having enough of this. This is too much weight on my back." But yeah, I think that would be a good kind of research for it.
Should we start rounding this up?
Yes. So quick one. What were the main elements that you have learned from this project? So what have you discovered during the filming?
That I'm a fucking psycho.
Okay.
Apparently, I would make a good Joker. Apparently that's what I was told. But,
Really? Was that
yeah.
a comment from one of the people? Or was it just...
No, Jake. So when during filming,
Oh,
Jake,
one of the
because
Jake,
apparently
yeah.
the scene where I'm like just grinning, he was like, "Huh," when he just looked up, and I was like, "Oh, okay, fair enough." So I'm a psychopath.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
that I've obviously got a bit more knowledge now with video editing. I was a lot faster with this editing than I was last year.
Yeah.
Got it all done a lot quicker. I even had to restart at one point. I did like an hour's worth of editing and it all just poofed because the computer
Yeah.
went, shutting down, need update.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, I felt so bad for you then because that
Bro.
was just like a day's worth of work.
It was.
It really was.
It was everything put together. Obviously, didn't have the transitions and stuff done, but it was all edited together, so it was ready for transitions, and then it was just gone.
Yeah.
And
It's more your brain,
mate.
more of your brain power just going, just for fuck's sake, just.
If you want to know what mental health is, just edit a mental health music video.
And get a shitty computer to do it.
Yeah, college computers always need updates, bro.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, I've learned. Yeah, I'm a psycho. I've learned that I can edit a lot more, and I can get it done. When I knuckle down, I get it done.
Yeah.
It just takes me a while to knuckle down.
Yeah. And do you think, have you set yourself any main targets throughout this project? Like something that can set yourself to a more, in your opinion, perfect outcome of a film or a video?
Well, obviously, I'll say the same one I say every year.
Yeah.
I want to get better at editing.
Oh, definitely.
Always want to improve on that. I always want to learn new transitions, new visual effects and stuff like this. Because it was the other day, I didn't learn it because it wasn't me being taught, but I heard a teacher showing someone how to... So if your camera's like really shaky, you set it so it's pretty much still the person, but the background's what's moving.
Yeah.
That, I was like, whoa, all right. Fair enough, because obviously I saw the advert for the new iPhone. It's got the motion mode, whatever it is, where you film.
Yeah.
Your hands are like this, and you look at the video and it's just clean.
It's just clean
It's like, whoa, okay.
I actually think that would be good for photography.
I would love, bro. I want one of these updated phones because obviously I want to get out there, go into different companies, filming crap like this, create them adverts, create them this, photography, whatever.
Because you don't really need a lot when it comes to...
Not with the new iPhone. You don't even need an expensive camera.
Yeah, because...
You just need the iPhone.
Exactly.
Or when it comes... even Samsung now.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. But it's just that kind of equipment that really tells you, oh, this is going to help me. This is going to make things easier. I don't have to overthink about it. I don't need to buy a £10,000 video camera that film producers use in like films and movies to make the big blockbusters. I can just use my phone. I can just use that.
It's like when you see some of these bloggers, YouTube creators, content creators, you're watching this video and then later on they'll show you it's just their iPhone.
Yeah.
They're just recording off their phone. And it's like, well, why is my phone so crap?
Yeah. Because even with like TikTok people these days, I think they have got good quality setups on their phone.
With the TikTokers, some of the professionals, I saw it,
Yeah.
they actually film it, then edit it on a software. They don't just film it and post it.
Right.
Like some of these really complex ones, where like, they go, oh, now I've got my sleeve on. Got my sleeve. That's literally them filming like that, and then they do it again with their sleeve on, and they edit it and transition it so it looks like it's just appeared.
Right, okay.
And I'm like, why would you spend like 4 or 5 hours making a video that's like 10 seconds long to get a penny?
You have to be so you have to be like Elon Musk.
TikTok,
you have to be Elon Musk.
With TikTok, if you want to make money and you want it to be a professional thing, you need to make like 6 videos a day. You got to be constantly online there, always pushing your audience out on social media, going, check out this new video, blah blah blah, because of the way it's set up, and it's not good pay.
No.
Which is why so many TikTokers nowadays are moving on to YouTube and starting to create their community on YouTube because of the pay difference.
Yeah, because I think YouTube and TikTok are great movie like creative starters.
It's great places to learn.
Yeah, it's basically a massive hammer to break your social your social distancing from other people. Like like with sports, you can also use sports to get sociable,
Yeah.
make your own personality.
With YouTube, when I first started with it,
Yeah.
didn't know anything about editing, didn't know how to film a video, didn't know how to link up all that. So I literally had one thing recording what I was playing,
Yeah.
another thing recording my face, and another thing recording my audio.
Yeah.
Trying to edit all of that in together, blah, 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 then cutting out bits. I posted it, I watched it, and I went, I'm fucking shit at this. What the hell is this? There's my mouth doing, like, moving, and then all of a sudden, oh, what's going on? It's just no enthusiasm. Nowadays, I feel like I could be more enthusiastic if I made gaming videos, because now I've got that more knowledge, confidence. I feel like I could, especially when I'm with mates. I'm proper out there with mates.
Yeah, I'm gonna really just kick your own. I'm sorry, but this is really gonna make you so depressed that you're gonna make another video. So a 14-year-old had been assigned to do a little edit inside the new Spider-Verse film.
Oh.
So you know that Lego bit. You know that Lego.
I haven't seen the new Spider-Man
film.
film.
You haven't seen it. Okay.
No.
So okay, fair enough. So there's a trailer of a Lego version of the trailer Spider-Verse. Yeah. And that's done by a 14-year-old. And the producers looked at it and went, this guy's really good. So they let him do a scene inside the actual movie itself. And I'm just like, so you could be 14 years old, do the great editing, do all that kind of stuff, and you can get recommended to do a movie. I'm like blown away about that. Because when I figured that out, I was just like, fucking hell. They're either they were really interested and they thought, why not do it? Because it's just something that like shows the enthusiasm of people these days, especially a 14-year-old.
That is quite. You're not like, I'm pissed off that it didn't happen to me. but I also feel, I don't know, is proud the way to say it? Proud that there are these kids that are getting there with media, because media is becoming bigger every year.
Oh, yeah.
The community is massive now compared to 10 years ago. People be like, YouTuber? So you're going to sit on your ass and waste your time all the day? Now they're making millions, bruv.
Yeah.
They're making so much money. People like Laserbeam. He posts one video like a month and he's making millions, and he's still able to go on holiday to all these places, to the Sidemen in like Ibiza and crap, by one video a month.
Yeah.
It's
like, ridiculous. The one thing I just... Back in the day when YouTube was like fresh, like fresh,
like
people just said to me that
it's just meme videos.
Yeah, they're just videos. No one gets paid for it. It's not a job. It's just what people do.
Look at them now.
Yeah, exactly. They're earning millions. Mr. Beast, obviously, he's getting a lot of shit kicked out.
See,
when it comes to Mr. Beast,
Mr. Beast,
yeah,
he is just a face.
Yeah, he is.
The team behind him is ginormous.
Yeah.
There is somebody for everything.
Yeah, but not
and then he's just the face.
The guy has loads of money. He just pay him all off.
Oh god, yeah.
He does. He's just. I don't know if it's a sense of cockiness, but it's just a sense of like, if you had the money, this is probably what you would do as a teenager.
The person he is, he's got this money. He's like, well, I've got the money. I might as well just enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Don't know what's going to happen, but whatever.
I think a few weeks ago, he literally booked a whole theme park. I think it was either in Japan or England or America, either way. And he just basically paid for the day to have the whole theme park to himself. And he gave an invite to PewDiePie, and PewDiePie was just like, yeah, okay, I'll join. And they just ended up
Sidemen sometimes.
Yeah.
They don't book it for the day. They normally book it early, or like so they open later or something. Because sometimes in Sidemen video, when they're doing the hide and seeks in theme parks, near the end you'll start seeing background people as they're obviously turning up for the day, and they're obviously overrunning, and they're just like, well, they're strangers now, yay.
Yeah. I think towards the end of filming, they actually went like, you know what, the crew have been working a lot. Why not just let him go for a ride? But I think I don't know if he's that kind of guy. I don't know. He gives me the vibes of Logan Paul and not too much, but a little bit of amount of Will Smith. Because I don't know if that's right to
Interesting.
say. Interesting, isn't it?
Interesting, yes.
Because Will Smith is getting the shits out of him as well today.
Yeah.
Towards this year, but he's still just a nice guy. But it's just one of those things, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Logan Paul. Logan Paul is.
By the way, if you haven't look on the channel. There's like 6 episodes of Logan Paul talk. All last year.
Oh God. See, this is why, because it's just Logan Paul. You just never know.
Bro, it's just everybody has something else to say every week.
Everyone has an opinion, especially women. Especially men as well.
Wait, women have opinions?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I just agree with them because it's the easiest thing to do to live in this world.
I just do it so I just have a good marriage.
Just whatever you do, the woman is always right.
Yeah, don't argue with women kids, because they can make your lives a living hell. They can love them to bits, but they can make your life a living hell.
But on that note, we are very close to the hour mark.
Yes, we are.
So this is going to take about 5 hours to upload to YouTube.
Probably.
And then another 5 hours for editing, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add? A quick little bit, not a paragraph.
Please follow and subscribe. This is what's the YouTube channel again?
The Media Gang YT.
That one. Yeah. Please do follow.
It was originally 4 of us made it.
Really?
And I'm the only one living left.
Oh.
Well, no, they're all still alive. But I mean, they're not at the college anymore.
I think JJ and like other people might get this back on, because I think this is really good. Like this is really good.
It's upsetting that I've only just got all of this
Set up.
stuff as I'm about to leave college next week.
Yeah.
So will the channel live on? I don't know. Might recreate a new one.
Equipment though. You got to
You
pay for
know,
equipment. Yeah.
Or just start another course here.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm going to university here, so I'm fine.
But yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in if you're still here.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, because I don't know why you're still here with the length of the time of this is.
Yeah. By now they're probably just like in the toilet just taking a shit right now.
Yeah, I'm hoping this got all the evaluation stuff I need. If not,
yeah,
tough shit.
Yep, that's it.
Bye.
Bye.